Cancer cannot cripple love.
Cancer cannot erode confidence. Cancer cannot conquer the spirit.
Cancer cannot destroy peace.
Cancer cannot shatter hope.
Cancer cannot erase memories.
Cancer cannot invade the soul.
Cancer cannot silence courage.
No one fights alone. Together we will win. Surviving and thriving, hand in hand. No one fights alone. Together we will win. Surviving and thriving, hand in hand, never giving.
Across the state line. Wow. But the CNJ Foundation is in honor of my daughter, Sheree Nicole Jackson, which transitioned, and she did not lose her battle to cancer. I do not say that. She fought her way into heaven.
Right.
My daughter was 2.5 when she was diagnosed with neuroblastoma stage 4. And I was a married woman, and with another daughter and a stepson as well.
Can you tell us a little bit about what neuroblastoma is? Did I say it right?
Yes, you said it right.
Ooh, I'm getting smart.
You're getting smart.
I'm getting smart.
Neuroblastoma is a cancer. It's one of the complex cancer. We have the acute leukemia, the nervous system, and also neuroblastoma, which are really, really tough cancers to fight for children. Neuroblastoma is one that starts when the child could be as an embryo, affected when we're pregnant. It's nothing that we did as a parent or as a mother. And it starts in the child's nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system. And they never figured it out, but she was born with it. And it just came out because when she was 16 months old, her stomach was very enlarged, her abdominal area. And that's where her tumor was eventually found. And but neuroblastoma is really small, and it blasts out different tumors. And so by the time the doctors figure out all the testing, because what happens is with the neuroblastoma and the symptoms of cancer with the child, their bodies go through so many changes that most of them can be construed as it's growing, growing pains. My daughter would complain about her knees hurting. Mommy, my knees hurt. Mommy, my back hurt. Oh, mommy, I'm tired. I don't want to eat. Loss of weight. From 16 months old to 18 months old, all the way up till she was diagnosed, Sheree was in in the doctor's office every single month after I ordered her medical records, after she transitioned. For me to find out that the doctors missed something, because when she was 16, 17, 18 months, she had symptoms then. I just didn't know what to look for as a parent. And so by the time the doctors figured out what was wrong with her, it was too late, because she was already in stage 4. And stage 4 with neuroblastoma is terminal. And so they gave us 14 months with Sheree, and she transitioned September the 9th of 99.
Wow. I'm blessed.
But once your child transitioned, it's like you're empty. It's like, okay, they transitioned. Now, I have other kids and I gotta move on. How do you move on from that point? I got divorced. We was divorced September 3rd, a couple of days before she passed on. And that was really rough for us. And I moved. I got in the car and I moved here. And I knew that I had to make a life for my other daughter. My daughter was 7. And although I was still grieving, I still had to put my adult face on, and I still had to move forward. And so I moved here, and I stayed in a hotel a couple months. And then I stayed with my aunt until I was able to find a life here. And I started my life here, and Texas has been great. Words that I did learn from my daughter as to when she was going through it was Mommy, when I become an angel, don't forget me. Those words right there are in my head every single day before this organization even started. Mommy, why are you crying? I cried a lot and I tried to not cry. Mommy, why are you crying? And I've been pushing, and it has taken me this long because I had every excuse in the book as to, God, I can't do this foundation. I don't have the support. I don't have the voice. I don't have the finances. I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. And it backed off. It came back again in 2013. I was re-diagnosed with cancer. That's when I said, okay, God, I'm all yours. And so I became full force, full-fledged with this organization 2013. Went ahead, got my nonprofit status, and started working it. And I'm still working it. It seemed like when I go up, I go down. And I was re-diagnosed again in 2013, but I did not stop. And so now the organization has turned into, as you can see, 2. And so it is 1 organization, 2 cancers. And so because when I get up and talk, and my foundation cannot just support just children's cancer, because my daughter's life was the opening to her childhood cancer and this organization, and then my life is a continuation from that. And so we'll be able to assist families in keeping their families as normal as possible through their struggles and through their journeys, by way of assistance with copay, assistance with mortgage, rental assistance, putting our families in contact at the forefront when they're battling childhood cancer or colon cancer with a family member, sibling assistance to help the children. And also the most important thing is partnering with licensed counselors to put them right in the forefront of that family, and to be able to keep the pillars of the family together, and that's the mother and the father, because you all know that once the mother and the father are at it, the pillars start to lean in, the family is going with it. Right. And I've been there. And so as a parent, a mother, a wife, the foundation is built on the standards that I have as a mother, a wife, and a parent, and now a mom.
How you feeling?
I feel good.
I
feel good.
You're doing a great job. I really appreciate the time, though, and the things that you're saying. It's very informative. Next question is, as a parent myself, what can you help me to understand, and other folk to understand, about what to look for in a child that possibly could have cancer? You know, you said, I heard you mention it to your friend earlier about eczema. And you said that she eczema all of a sudden, and that was a form of that as well, and joint pain. So tell me a little bit more about that, because sometimes my child may say, "Hey, Daddy, my knee hurt." She could have fell, or it just might be something else. So just so we don't be so ignorant to what's going on, can you elaborate on the things that we should know, all the things that we should know as a parent?
As a parent, when you have a child, sometimes our kids go way overboard with their pain. And Sheree would always complain around the time when she was 2.5 or so. "Oh, Mommy, my knee hurt," just playing. Right. "Mommy, my back is hurting." And I had a 3-story townhome to where she would slide down the stairs, and I would say, "Well, keep your butt off the stairs," and then she would, all of a sudden, she would not eat. And as a 2-year-old, I would say, "Okay, eat your food." And it's those little small things, it's hard to decipher. Right. But when you have 3 or more, 4 of those symptoms together, you got to start paying attention. The symptoms that Sheree had was the bones, the joint pain. She had eczema underneath her arm, right between her little face here, that she would itch all the time, that they said it was eczema. It turned out to where if they had did a draft, they would have found out that was a cancer mark. Wow.
All right, we're back at it.
Yes, we are.
All right. So far, everything's been very, very informative. Now, the next question is the part where we all come into play now. Here, me, myself, with Nice and Smooth, and also like the SDS Gents, they do events for
Yes.
cancer as well.
Yes.
Mr. Benny Hicks, they do a great job there, and he's also said that he wanted to give support as well. So what can we do as an organization, as a community? Because I'm from the dance community, so how can we get the dance community more involved now to help CNJ and help Stefan become more successful and to broaden their rise on everyone else and their witness for everyone else?
Exactly, and I thank you for asking that question, because it is very, very important. Right now, we all of us know about one cancer, but there's lots other cancers out there, and being involved in a brand new organization from bottom up, I'm elated. I am overjoyed. How you can help is just be a voice for these children. Like he said, be their voice, be their support. And that's what I'm doing. The CNJ Foundation, we have a website. Of course, I'm still working on it. It's cnjfoundation.org. You'll be able to kind of go look at that, and then you can see that where it is now, and then it's going to change because I'm in the background working on it currently. And we also have our GoFundMe page as well that's been set up about a year now. And it's Fighting Childhood and Colon Cancer. If you do a search out there on GoFundMe, all the proceeds go back to the foundation directly. And also we have a CrowdRise page. It's www.crowdrise.com/CNJ Foundation. And you'll be able to donate there as well. All of your donations, every donation from $5, $25 is a tax deductible write-off. If you need that, if you make a donation, let me know, and I'll be able to make sure that to help build my organization. Notice I said build the organization. I'm only the one that's appointed by God to build this organization and lay the foundation. The foundation belongs to the community. And so with your help, your appreciation, every one of you guys out there in the swing world, y'all know I come from the swing community. I've just been sick, and I just don't get out and dance much anymore. But I thank you guys for your help, and I look forward to doing great big things with the organization, the Gents, Nice and Smooth, and just building and bringing and turning around the swing out community in cancer. So thank you.
We thank you. We thank you. Really appreciate everything that you said, everything that you've done, and more important to me, the courage to even see your. As I look through your pages on a day-to-day basis, and I can see your live posts, and you still have that smile, and you still have those encouraging words, and I really appreciate that. Joe.
Just on the. I'm a person that's just, if y'all know me, I just speak. I speak from the heart.
Right.
And, I have T-shirts, so if you want a shirt, we'll be able to order one there to represent colon cancer or childhood cancer. But I'm just a person that just speaks from the heart. I'm going through my third battle, colon cancer. Thank you for your prayers. What gives me more courage is being able to get up. And this week was a very hard week. And I said, God, I got to get up and interview and put a good face on. After he leaves, I'm lay down. But for me to be able to sit up and think about encouraging someone else, that's my day. I think about encouraging someone else, and it encourages me. I think about someone else that did not wake up this morning. I think about the ones that have gone before us. I think about those ones that want to put makeup on and can't. I think about the ones that don't have hair, wish they could. The ones that don't have no energy. So I get up and try to push, and I've been pushing, and it has taken me this long because I had every excuse in the book as to, God, I can't do this foundation. I don't have the support. I don't have the voice. I don't have the finances. I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. And it backed off. It came back again in 2013. I was re-diagnosed with cancer. That's when I said, okay, God, I'm all yours. And so I became full force, full-fledged with this organization 2013. went ahead, got my nonprofit status, and started working it. And I'm still working it. It seemed like when I go up, I go down. And I was re-diagnosed again in 2013, but I did not stop. And so now the organization has turned into, as you can see, 2. And so it is 1 organization, 2 cancers. And so because when I get up and talk, and my foundation cannot just support just children's cancer, because my daughter's life was the opening to her childhood cancer and this organization, and then my life is a continuation from that. And so we'll be able to assist families in keeping their families as normal as possible through their struggles and through their journeys, by way of assistance with copay, assistance with mortgage, rental assistance, putting our families in contact at the forefront when they're battling childhood cancer or colon cancer with a family member, sibling assistance to help the children, and also the most important thing is partnering with licensed counselors to put them right in the forefront of that family, and to be able to keep the pillars of the family together, and that's the mother and the father, because you all know that once the mother and the father are at it, the pillars start to lean in, the family's going with it. And I've been there. And so as a parent, a mother, a wife, the foundation is built on the standards that I have as a mother, a wife, and a parent, and now a mom. I think about someone else that did not wake up this morning. I think about the ones that have gone before us. I think about those ones that want to put makeup on and can't. I think about the ones that don't have hair, wish they could. The ones that don't have no energy. And so I get up and try to push my way through so that I can be able to encourage somebody else that don't even want to do it. And if they see that, hey, she can do it, I can too. And that's how I live my life. And all I ask for is just, Lord, keep waking me up. Just let me do what I'm supposed to do.
And you're doing a great job of it.
Thank you.
So we love you though, and we like I said, I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys too.
You're a very strong person. You're a warrior, a strong woman of God, and that's very, very encouraging for my kids as well. That I can look at someone that I can pattern my child step behind to be strong, and I really appreciate that.
And if I, my legacy that I want to leave when I leave this earth is to be able to know that my death, my birthday, and that dash between it, they remember me for my dash. They remember me for what I did. They remember me for what I said. Some people they'll never ever forget what you, they'll forget what you done for them. They'll forget what you said to them, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And so it's a feeling. You guys make me feel good. And that's all I want to be able to give back.
You do the same for us.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Freedom looks like when you're a child facing a threat to your life. It's a breakout party, a 3-year-old breaking out of her hospital room and celebrating survival after cancer treatment. It's not the way most children spend Christmas Eve.